they never came back.
Well, I mean,
and like, when was the last time we actually did that? I mean, and do they even know that? That it's been 4 months and we're over it too?
That's Occupy Wall Street's thing. In Wall Street, they have much bigger crowds, huge crowds in the city.
And do you know?
Continue with the tradition.
I don't like it when people come and tell me though that they left because they felt like they couldn't say this or they couldn't do that, because
So we create a situation, a general assembly where people can feel confident, they're being heard, and feel confident. You know,
it's good stuff, isn't it? You're like light years ahead of me too. Dan actually called me this morning and speakerphones the first 37 of those to me, and then I honestly haven't read it. I can't possibly process that much information.
Well, that would be a tactic too. Just drowned out. You pay a room full of people to just send messages.
Oh, yes. I sent, yes. I'm on it.
See, that's what
don't mess with the ball, baby.
Every tactic they can think of.
Yeah. Well, I said to Mariana last night, I'll get Oahu on it this weekend. If they actually start putting that WePay back up again, I'll never rest.
They mentioned as a section here on tactics of the 1%.
We could ask.
And one of the tactics
report
is,
it.
and I think it's ubiquitous, 1% strategy, divide and conquer. By using race, gender.
1% took over our Facebook.
You know, the whole.
Okay. Survey, check. That. Oh my god. Okay, what else? I don't know. That's enough.
I get it. I'll keep you.
Go for it. Oh my lord.
What happened to it?
Here, we'll just watch me for a while. I am so awesome. Oh. So, your open work group? Did you see that? Ahu, you posted, no, this is zero place for posting that kind of crap. So I backed you up and posted. It's on there still. Oh god, it was just as I was leaving for baseball. Just this afternoon. Yeah, go look at that. Ahu is mad at me because I called him a spammer to his face. Yes.
To get over here.
The what? Oh yeah, yeah. She's back. She sent me a private message, but it was just very nice and kind, and I appreciated it. She hugged me.
Was it a virtual hug?
A virtual hug, exactly. She could tell I was having a shit day, because she's smart like that.
Some people are empathetic.
On your, right here, on this one, on the, right below Patricia. Occupy Hilo open work group. First one's Patricia, second one's Ahu. Oh yeah, there, on the comments, look below.
Oh, on the comments.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Mr. iPad. So fancy.
Fancy pants.
Fancy pants. Fancy pants. Yes. We do not post on every single wall we can find. We post where we've been invited. Your open walls, all you have to do is like it, and then you're invited. It's not like we invited you to post shit on our wall. You know, it wouldn't be so bad, Ahu, if you actually interacted with us, but you don't. You just spam the shit out of us. Honolulu Holly's the same thing. Honolulu Holly won't let you post on their wall. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't know. What's the deal with them? But yeah, you can't. You can just see what they post. This one, Occupy Honolulu Holly.
Yeah.
If you go to their wall.
See, I listen. Tom Harmon points out that. See, you get first the first stage is everybody's wants change, and then people start splintering. Splintering is inevitable. It's going to happen. You got to learn to somehow maintain the groups.
I was reinforcing what you wrote last week about how this is zero place for that kind of shit.
How can we frame this? How can we frame
this? This is zero place for. I'm pretty sure.
I did. I said that.
How can we frame this in order to keep it from splintering up and disintegrating?
Well, as long as you and me and Tiger get along, I think we're cool.
Still got
and Charles. And Bobby's coming back. And Lance.
I think you give them more tip of the iceberg. Most people don't get so excited about this stuff as we do.
Well, in the meeting parts, a lot of people aren't meeting people. You know, they came to the first one or two and then they're out.
I think a good idea is a party.
I think a party is a great idea.
Just a party. Just have fun, but talk about politics and talk about this and plan ahead and present things. And, you know.
Well, okay, so we tried the bandstand thing. Okay, we had food, we had music, we had plenty of a time, we postered, and we handed out shit at Walmart. And yeah, it cost money. People didn't come. So.
Well, I remember I wasn't there.
You had plans that day. I remember you had plans with your daughter or something, and that's all fine. But
yeah, I probably wanted to go. But
one of the college students asked me, because after we didn't have it, they asked me. It was like, well, what is a rally? What is that for? What are you supposed to do there? So I think it's an antiquated idea. Exactly.
Yes, there's no. Yeah, you gotta. I read this book called Ideas That Stick. I lost the freaking book, but I have notes on it. And it's you got to create the hooks to get people. You know, like that's why the 1% Occupy the whole was done by Adbusters. It was originally done by Adbusters, and they're very skilled at these, you know, advertisements. They're anti-advertising really.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's what we got to.
Well, okay, so a party is awesome, but honestly, I don't know any bands. I don't know any people to invite. I really don't. I don't have any friends.
I have connections to a lot of people who like partying. I couldn't even get a band. I know they would support me in this.
Where are we going to do the party?
They live out in Hawaiian Acres. I could talk to them and see what they. I'm sure they.
What do we need to do? Like, you said to make Tinder Brad.
Yeah. I don't want to have a party at Hawaiian Acres. I really don't. It's hard enough to get people to freaking Starbucks. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. But this is a fairly popular band. Dave Seawater. Remember Dave Seawater? I'm sure if we set up a thing, they'd show up. Because I'm real close friends with them from years. And every time they see me, it's like, hi, how you doing? How's it been? Blah, blah, blah. I went to the Halloween party. You ever go to a Halloween party? The Halloween party's fun.
Caught me on a bad day. Sorry.
That's where they live, so they make, you know. I mean, something we should plan ahead, make it 3-4 months ahead of time, or even 6 months ahead of time.
It's too far ahead of time.
That's too far. That's the thing.
Well,
it
like
is.
an October thing. That's what I was.
People will post out before then.
Yeah. Well, whatever works.
Big party. Okay. I'm not down on a big party. I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to be helpful.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, it's an idea.
Those aren't my. That's not my forte.
It's a little bit too much.
I could totally coach a baseball game.
We have an occupied baseball game.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. I'd be up for that.
Hilo versus Kona or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Kona versus Hilo.
Kona occupy against Hilo occupy.
Pahoa. It would have to be Pahoa.
Or something.
For drive time for 1, +2 just for numbers. That is actually a really cool idea.
There's a place right near the mall.
That is a really good idea.
Between, there's a baseball field right on the other side of the mall, right near the mall, right there.
There's baseball fields everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can find a baseball
Okay,
field.
that's a good idea. Big party, baseball game.
Where's the baseball game?
Make it softball.
Are you trying to get?
I was just thinking it might have to be softball. We might have to go like. A lot of the people probably don't have gloves and everything, you know, but we could do that. Kickball!
Kickball!
Kickball! Dude, now we're talking. Kickball philanthropy.
Kickball philanthropy.
I haven't done that since college.
Oh, there's such
Frat
a thing?
days.
I never knew there was such a thing.
Kickball, I like that.
Kickball, fun. And then have a, potluck and people get around and things.
Yeah.
Bring some music or something. I know some people again. Hawaiian Acres.
We could have a kickball game at our big party.
Does anybody know Jeff Krebs?
Krebs, yeah.
Yeah, he lost his wife recently.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you know that? She just died last summer. Right after the original Occupy Wall Street, she died that week.
Wow.
I saw him. I had a picture of them. She
He lives in Europe, right?
Yeah, he's still here.
He lives in a yurt, though, right? A yurt?
Yeah, great little places. I've been in them.
Yes, true, right?
Two of them, yeah. Now he's just wife
I
died.
saw him at Hampton at the beginning of the year.
Yeah. Right after the Occupy Wall Street, they straight up for it.
Friend on Facebook too.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, he started getting his messages. There's a Facebook page for his wife. And it was tragic.
I actually built his yurts.
Yeah.
I built all the subfloors and the whole structure.
Oh, cool. Those are nice little places. Solid too.
That's right. Tiger can build stuff.
That circular thing just makes it for a pleasant kind of living space. There you go. See his wife. Probably be a sub thing for his see all the information. It's just wow. What I heard, I still haven't had the gumption to ask him how he died. But from what I understand is, upon what I heard somehow, I forget where I heard it, that she died from complications of birth control pills. She had an allergic reaction or something. She found one morning and she was dead.
Harsh. Okay, so back to the GA.
But he's a great supporter of free party.
Just for a second. Posters. Do one. Pick a day. Let's go put them up. You were supposed to do. I know. We've been busy. I know. You don't have anything advertised for HELCO or May Day, other than a Facebook wall. Or is Flyers stupid? Did people not watch them?
I think it's good we keep down. Otherwise, it's just closed circuit group for advertising.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I need to keep pushing out.
So we want to do that, right? So you work on that in the next couple days.
I can work on it.
And then,
No,
actually,
flyers on the show I have from them anyways.
I know.
Well,
And I suck at graphics. I don't want to learn it. I really
actually
don't.
took classes on Microsoft Office stuff.
Yeah.
It was during just the tail end of the Clinton administration, and they had this special classes. And so I was the best in the class. I already knew basically how to do it, and it just gave me typing skills, which brought me back to my middle school days.
If you can get one done tomorrow or Saturday, I'm going down to Pahoa. I could flyer my way down to Pahoa. And yeah, because it's like all the way down. Yeah? Yeah, I know. Does anybody want to go? Do you want to go, Donald? There's a geo meeting in Pahoa on Saturday afternoon. I'm going down there. I'm picking up Charles. You can think about it and let me know. If you want to scoot into town, I'll take you down there. But on Saturday,
what time should I be in town?
probably 3:30 or 4. We need to leave by 4 to be there at 4:30, so I can be there an hour early to facilitate the geothermal community working group meeting.
You gotta post that on the college thing. Prove that you're not like pro or against.
I should, shouldn't I? Well, you know the odd thing was, she was there at the PDF meeting when he asked me right in front of everybody if I'd do that. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it? Seems kind of divisive and dramatic to bring shit like that up behind everybody's backs. Yeah, I got copied and pasted a whole bunch of emails today from a whole bunch of shit going on while we're just trying to like do good work and make things white and painted.
I'll sell your document.
I did whip that out quick after I got home. What? You think I should? See, I think it's tacky to air your dirty laundry. I was trying to ask privately behind the scenes what the fuck is going on here, and I'm getting.
Yeah,
but that's what happened. Okay, transparency. I agree with that.
It's just relevant what people are posting about and not agreeing on.
Yeah.
Post if you feel like it.
Okay.
Just 'cause
Thank you.
They can't argue it. They're like, well.
I know. Well, see, that's the thing. 78 comments into it. I don't even want to fucking read it and figure it out. But it would probably help for transparency's sake, so that everybody knows what everybody. Because I'll tell you what, this is a small fucking town, and if you say something to him, I'm gonna hear about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Assume what.
That's all there is to it.
You say it in private. Assume that the public's gonna hear it.
Exactly. My email and my private message box
so whatever
is
you say
full
to anybody,
today.
It's gonna eventually get out anyways.
It is. So
speak
speak the truth, own your shit, and let's move on.
And that way,
all right, I'll post the rest of my
people
stuff.
know where you stand too. I mean, like with your kids, you know, you set rules, and everybody knows where the rules are. You can't do this, and I like it.
Can you come over and do that for my kids?
I have experience. Like
this is the only time I get any fucking respect, man. They call me Coach Carey. They actually, my own children call me Coach Carey for 2 hours a week. I know. Okay.
Respect, I guess. Huh?
Okay, flyers would be awesome, and then I will post my way down to Pahoa and back, and then we've still got them out a week before the actual event.
I have a son
which is probably about perfect, because other than that, too much longer than that, they rain off the poles anyway, which I discovered with the last one.
Who I'm proud of. I'm very proud of my son.
Yes, Andrew did what?
He's getting a degree in computer science. He's starting to pass. I take him a lot of math courses and stuff.
Yeah.
He's starting to pass me, and he's done.
Wow.
He's a smart little kid.
Cool.
He's not a little kid anymore. He's taller than me.
He's a big boy, I know, with a mind of his own. I saw a little of that.
Yeah.
Week or two ago. Yeah, that went on and on and on.
He's a hardcore. He's worse than me.
Hardcore. I like him.
Doesn't take shit.
I like him.
But I think we need to. Gotta be create solidarity somehow.
I agree.
Cooperation is ultimate.
Okay.
We should cooperate and have a occupied ball game between Pahoa and Hilo.
I think that's a really good idea. I really do.
Kickball or something.
And so we're going to see half of these people again at the other half of the training.
Just all for fun, you know.
That Janova was there at the meeting. Her and Tina are kind of the ones, I think, going down there, at least waiting science and stuff. So
kickball /
and then I think so.
Maybe if you don't want to play, you can be there for the fun.
Because I know,
cheerleader on the side.
unless one of you can take that on, I know I cannot ask these people that question until the training. But I'm happy to do it on the 28th of the training.
I think that's the best.
Yeah.
There's no point to do it.
You can't.
And we already have stuff coming out.
I know.
So we could at least
But
we could plan it after the May Day thing, because then we'll see everyone there too.
Because that's it. After
So
this, we've got nothing else on the agenda. I saw Lance
So a
posted a
summer
bunch of
event.
upcoming dates, but I didn't even really look at it to see
Dates
if
for
there
what?
was like national movement dates,
Where do you post it?
action dates. The Hilo wall, I think.
Well, the
check it
May
out.
Day one
Yeah,
should be.
check it. See if there's any good ones.
Hopefully, like you know, like New York City will have. They're gonna have the big New York City one, May Day, and hopefully that'll reoccur next year too. Another May Day.
May Day actually has been going on for decades. It's International Workers' Day.
That's
And
my
LA
big
has been, has been doing it for years, and they, Occupy LA is the one that suggested it back in December already.
I like the idea.
And we've had it on our calendar for 2 months, and still yet we have no poster for a 2-hour sign reading. We are so in a rut.
Whatever. We'll
We
still
are
be there.
so in a rut.
Everyone
I'm
that's
so
going to be there will be there.
Kickball potluck. I'm excited.
Yeah, that'd be good summer thing.
Yeah.
May or something.
Yep.
It could be our spring training.
Go. Tiger wants to make you do push-ups.
You can do push-ups or
Spring training.
good kung fu training.
Alright, class war flyer. And a HELCO one too. Or one flyer for both events or something, I don't know.
One flyer flew over the cuckoo says.
It was the day after. Okay. Alright, cleaning up old business. Unity Summit, I heard went well. That's all I know about that.
What has been there?
Somebody at PDF, I think Polly asked at PDF if anybody knew if Gene was mad at him, and the report back was that the event went well, Gene's all happy, it's no problem. So, there's no bad blood, everybody's all good. But they're still mad at Melly. And then, tomorrow.
Don Tucker.
What?
Damon Tucker posted something about Mill on the Trust. You see that?
No.
This morning.
Really?
Just check that out somewhere.
Yes? Good or
So
bad?
what did it say?
Just
I think it was clarifying her stand on everything. I don't really know what's going on with it because I haven't gone to geothermal meetings.
Is she? I'm wondering if she's a disruptive force or she's supporting us.
I don't know.
it depends if you're for or against that particular issue. Because on that particular issue, she's for it. And she's campaigning for it, and she's raising money for it.
Is there an overlap to our other students like this? We support her.
I don't want to support her. I'm supporting others.
Well, I mean, can we? I'm saying, are they going the same direction we are? Basically,
No.
Can we support?
They're supporting the 1% PGV top-down grid corporate idea of power. So no, squash your flag.
So maybe what she did was disruptive to what she knew could possibly be real unity on this island. She doesn't want to see.
The feeling is there are some folks that are against geothermal for religious reasons. Okay? Punching into Pele is a bad idea. Okay? I'm sympathetic to that. I'm an atheist too.
Yeah.
And so I generally steer far the fuck away from religion, and I don't want to mess with it, and I don't want other people messing with it either. It just is. Exactly. And so you respect it. So to drill into Pele is disrespectful. Okay, that's number one thing against geothermal. Number two thing against geothermal is that it is phenomenally expensive. You can build a nuclear reactor for 3 times less than a geothermal plant.
But geothermal will last probably a lot longer.
Farce number 3, it is not renewable. Those wells dry out. They're drilling new ones right now. It's not renewable. Those wells cool off, and then they have to build a new one. And they leave this wasteland of empty, scorched earth behind them that is there forever. Okay? Not renewable, not cheap, not clean. People are sick down there. Okay? Wyala, Martina's daughter is, I don't know how old, 18 or 20 years old. She's the last kid born in that subdivision. People are miscarrying. They're having ectopic pregnancies. There's a serious membrane fucking problem with the gases coming out of that plant. And there's no study to prove that. That people had babies there before and they're not having them now. Respiratory problems, I mean, they're sick down there. They're sick. And so if somebody proves to me that it's cheap, clean, renewable, and people aren't sick, I'll be totally pro. Until then, I'm against it. And it's also the only firm power source that they can feed into HELCO's grid system. Okay? They cannot take in any more windmills or, solar, any of that shit, because it messes with their grid system. Well, their grid system is antiquated and old. And I can't even get a pin into half of these poles out here because they're termite rich.
They got to pay their multi-million dollars to the CEOs and boards of directors.
You pay that.
Paying it into the system for us, it's paying them for profit.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with public utility being owned by a monopoly.
Exactly.
Because their job is to make as much profits as possible, not to serve people.
They're regulated to make profits. They're guaranteed a profit.
That's under the law.
Yes.
Their primary job as a corporation is to make money for their shareholders. If they can be sued if they don't.
So that, in a nutshell, is why I am against geothermal.
Yeah.
Okay?
But
the book's not closed. I mean, honestly, if somebody tells me, no, these people are not sick, they're all just crazy, then I'll buy it.
This ties into
but I doubt it.
The Occupy Wall Street thing. It's big business. It's big money.
It is.
The HELCO is #1 energy, biggest company, biggest Hawaii company. And #2 is health insurance.
Yep.
Energy and healthcare. Where we hear this before?
Yeah.
This is issues that right up the alley of what Occupy Wall Street is all about.
So that's why I'm against it. There are other people, though, that I could name names, a long list of names that are pro-geothermal, and they're occupiers too. Okay, and so we have to figure out how to correlate this and make everybody happy,
and I think
so they don't just skate all the time. I'm tired of people leaving.
The tie is the anti-corporate.
Exactly.
If you can show that they are crazy poisons, that should be upfront, and everybody should know that. If this really is, like you said, not renewable, all these lies that they're trying, because HELCO has a lot to gain from this.
Oh, sure.
And a lot to lose if this doesn't go through for them.
Okay,
because they're going to get off oil, and if they need something that's going to return that oil, it's going to be like geothermal. It's maintain, like you said, the antiquated grid. So we should.